Alright, you guys, finding compositions of functions. So if we have f of x equals x squared plus 2 and g of x equals x minus 3, we want to A, find f of g of x, and B, find g of f of x. Now, I know you have notes on this, so please use those, and please go back and look at other videos from the chapter it was from. But let's start out with, well, let's write them both over here. Let's see. So we have f of x equals x squared plus 2, and g of x equals x minus 3. Now, I will not expect you guys to have these simplified. I just want to make sure you can put everything in the correct place. So if question A is asking for f of, okay, actually let's do f in pink, f of, right, but then it has g of x in the middle here. Okay, so this is going to be equal to, I'm going to rewrite f of x, x squared plus 2, but where my x is, I'm going to leave it blank because that's where my g of x is going to be. So instead of writing x squared, actually you can write it like this. I'll go back and put my g of x. It's g of x squared, and then the rest stays pink like the original, plus 2. Now, g of x squared, we're just going to put the g of x right where g of x is. So in the end, my f of g of x is going to be, in parentheses, x minus 3 squared plus 2. X minus 3, this x minus 3 goes into f of x where before it was just x. The squared stays there, and then everything else, whoops, ugly too, stays the same. Okay, so then the opposite, right, is we're going to have g of g, hold on one second, g of f of x equals, so I'm just going to write g, which was originally x minus 3, but x minus 3 I'm going to put in parentheses, oops, I'm sorry, just the x, and then the minus 3 out here. And then in parentheses, instead of just putting x, I'm going to put the entire, if you remember what g of x is, which is x squared plus 2. Okay, that's all there is to it. I believe, I want to say this is from chapter 2, but please double check. Actually, it's not. It's from chapter 1 for sure. Chapter 1. So go back and look at your notes for that one.